regarding the lab, because since we were on COVID quarantine,
Right.
so we know all the capacity of the lab, when we work. They just wanted to a quick overview of what equipment is available, what resources are available, so we could.
How to keep the lab clean, how to send out cases, how to...
Okay,
Yeah.
everything that you're gonna need in the lab, like to pour anything or any materials that you need are in here. When you first come into the lab, you need to get a yellow gown on and you need face shield. Yellow gowns are right on the other side of this wall. Face shields are right there, hanging up. Anything that you need material-wise are on the shelves. They're all labeled, like bowls, split materials, Daikin, anything that you need. The only material that is not in here is called microstone. And microstone is yellow stone. You guys probably have never seen it because you don't use it. You use the silky rocks upstairs. So the microstone I have in my office. So if you need it, that's usually to pour up dentures, 2 arches or whatever you have to do. So you just come to me. The lab hours are 7:30, Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday is 7:30 to 9. So I have TAs that are here until 9. And if you need microstone, they have a locker and whatever, like, that you get out of my office, they'll have it there for after hours. And then on Friday, the lab closes at 5, just like it did upstairs. Because the plumber comes in and he does the trap, so you guys have to be out. Weekends, it's 10 to 5. And I have TAs, and there's a list of the TAs' names and what days and all that outside my office. You all know where my office is? It's right down the hall. Those double doors, you take a quick right. I'm right in there. I'm right before you get into the clinic where the chairs are. And that's where the coffee machine is. What else? What other questions?
Also, for example, if we have any cases, cross cases,
Okay.
how does the process work?
Okay, I have this. This is how you guys, you fill out your prescriptions on your own laptop. This is how you do it. It's called translab.home. And then this is like the user, put your name, and then the password would be this. You would fill out the prescription.
Let me see that.
The sorry.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this prescription will look like this. Like, you're gonna fill it out, whatever you're doing. I think this case is an RPD. So you're gonna fill it out. When you're done, you just log out. Then you go into QA, which is right over here. The list of who's in QA is right on the bulletin board. So it's usually Dr. Park, Dr. Risen, Dr. Nui, and Dr. Suzuki is like the fill-in. And their hours, like what days, what time, and all that. Dr. Risen is the only one that has a sign-up sheet. So if you can only see him on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just come and put your name. And then at that time, you'll go in and see him. So when you get in there, he'll have you punch in your password and all that, and the prescription will come up on his computer. If he approves the case after he looks at it and he says it's okay to go out, then he'll print this. Okay, he'll print the prescription, and then what you guys have to do is you have to go to your DPA, your group leader there, and they stamp it to make sure there's money, and they stamp the group, whatever group you're in. You're also going to get, this is a disinfectant sheet. There's a white one, there's a yellow one, and there's a pink one. So after you get it stamped, you come outside my office where the copy machine is, and you're going to print 3 more copies. So you're going to have 4 copies total of your prescription. Then you come back in here and over on that counter, I have the bubble bag, stapler, the elastic, you wrap the case, you take the white infection control, you staple it on one, and that's gonna be your original, because it's gonna be in red from your DPA. Then you're gonna take the yellow, and you're gonna staple it to another one, and that's my copy that I keep in the office in case labs call me. And then the yellow is your copy. So you're gonna staple it and you're gonna keep it with you in case there's a problem. I'll say to you, let me see your prescription and you can show it to me and I can figure out whatever the problem is. And then the extra one is gonna get wrapped. The white one, you're gonna fold into fours, like this. You're gonna put it on the front of the case, and then the extra one you're gonna do in fours, and you're gonna put in the back. The lab likes two in case they lose one, then they have an extra copy. Okay?
So,
And then when you're,
original and the fourth copy.
with
is
nothing
not-
on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Okay.
have an infection control.
Yeah.
So, white is for the lab, yellow is for Patty, pink is for you, and the one with nothing goes on the back. And then when you're all set, then you just bring it to me, and I send it to the lab. You just hand it over to me. And then when it comes back from the lab, outside my office, I have a bulletin board, and I make a list of what came back that day, so it will have today's date and your patient's last name. So if you see, because crowns usually take 3 weeks. Dentures partials take 2. And if we have a repair, it's usually 2 days. And it's all listed like what labs do what, right outside my office. You can, when you leave here, you can go and take pictures if you want. Okay, and then the bulletin board is there. And if you see, like, my last name's Casey, so if you see Casey, and you know that's your patient, you come into QA, and in QA, if you wanna walk, I'll show you. And like I said, here's like the QA hours, the schedules, and he has it all done for the month. So it's right there. And then in here, it's by your last name. So, like I said, Casey, so I would look under C, my name, and I'd pull this, and here's the prescription, and then this is your name, and then this is the patient's name. And then it's the date that it goes out, and then the date it comes back. And they're usually maybe a day or two before, and if they're not a day or two before, on the exact date.
So under the provider's last name.
Your last name, and it's just by, like, C, D, E, it's not,
Thank you.
so you just come in, and then when you come in, you take your case, you go out there, you open it, you put the crown or the bridge or the implant, whatever, on your case, you have your step card, you come in here, and QA signs off on your step card. You need your step card signed off before you're allowed to insert it in the clinic. And then, like, when you're all done, then you pass it into PROS, and that's how you guys get credit.
So we schedule patients after getting the case, or we can schedule a patient knowing how long it's gonna take.
Like, let's say you were gonna get a case today on the 2nd, I wouldn't schedule it till like maybe the 4th or 5th, just to give the lab, you know, or UPS or whatever. Like now that the holiday, they've sent that UPS is running a little bit behind. So don't expect it on the exact day.
Patty, do you want to show them your office or what's? Oh,
Sure.
Let's take a walk.
Do they have any more questions in the lab?
About the lab. Any questions? I'm sorry?
We
didn't have the tour in the lab, no.
Well, I'll show,
Yeah.
we can do the tour now.
Yeah.
when we go to my office.
Do you want me to shut this?
Yes, please. And then, one more thing. If you're doing this,
Milling machines, CAD/CAM milling machines.
If I have it in stock, I can give it to you. If not, I have to order it. And if I have to order it, it can take anywhere from 4 to 6 days. So don't like come to me and say, oh, my patient's coming tomorrow, because I may not have it. All right? And then this is the tooth order form. And you usually sit with Cross, and they help you pick out what teeth and what shade and all that. And you'd write it on this. Cross will sign it for you. Then you go to the TPA and they do the same, money, stamp, and then you come to me. And I do have teeth in my office. Sometimes it's like 3.5 shades, I have to order it. Or if it's like bleaching or something like that. All right, and those only take like 2 days to get back.
And where can you find all the forms?
Right there,
Okay.
right behind you. Right under that bulletin board.
Oh,
The
okay.
blue cards and the tooth order form. It's plaster, stone. Over here is the mountain stone. That's what you guys use to mount your cases. Face shields, which I gotta
Refill.
refill, yeah. Then the gloves are all right here. Anything that you need, I keep this stocked all the time. So you just come and get, and like I said, it's all labeled, so you shouldn't have a problem finding things. And the bowls are here. We don't really use the green rubber. They use these mostly. And then over here is the gowns.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
For the medical school, you always have to go to your
When I'm here, my hours is 7:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. After hours, there's TAs. And they have a locker, and they have microphone in the locker. And on weekends, the same thing. There's something else. All right, we'll go this way.
The elastics and all that stuff, the
All
package.
this stuff is here. So the bubble bags are here. You usually put your cases in a small bag, and then the small bag goes into the big bag. And the secret to that is that you roll it really, 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 really tight, and then you seal it, and then nothing will move. So you put everything in a small bag, even though you think that it won't fit, it will fit. And then the small bag goes into the big bag. The elastics are here, the staplers here, everything that you need is great material. Okay? And then we have the dryings in, but to be honest with you, I would put them in your locker. Because what happens is if they're full like this and someone wants it, they'll take your case, they'll put it on the tin foil, and when the cleaning people come in, there's no name, there's nothing, they think it's trash, so they throw it away. So I would not recommend putting anything in those. Because so many kids lose so many things. I would put them in your locker. And when you're sitting in the benches and the seat's working, this little sheet of tin foil, so you put your stuff on that, and then when you're done, just clean up the area. This gets trashed. I'm sure you know, like frequently, it gets trashed. All right, and then my office.
You see that quickly.
You guys can come in. This is my office. And like I said, here's the labs, turnaround times that you'd need. The board I was talking about with the cases. All right, it's right there. I'm gonna go inside.
Yeah.
And then like right here, the TAs, their hours and all that. And then, like you just come to me and give me whatever you need, and I'll open my door. Like I have all the implants in here, if you need implants, and then that's all the teeth. So you just give me those and I come in and I look. If I have them, I give them to you. If not, then I order them.
All right. I think we got it all.